We didn't owe a cent, never stole a sip, didn't require their approval. I own the source. Linda Grayson, HOA president, had declared war on infractions, citing people for crooked mailboxes or tacky lawn ornaments. But turning off our water without warning, that was war. I stormed to her office, a garage redolent of lavender and arrogance. Linda sat behind a desk strewn with HOA charters, sipping coffee like a petty dictator. I didn't knock. You cut my water, I explained to her. Her smirk would have soured milk. She slid over a satellite image of my pipe and labeled it unauthorized. I inquired if she'd studied county water rights. Her smile faltered, then hardened. The lake's communal, she growled. Board approval required. I leaned in. Linda, you're drinking my lake. The whole neighborhood is. You just cut the one house that owns it. Hope your rose is dust. Her laugh scoffed me, but her eyes betrayed doubt. I left without another word. She believed I was bluffing. She'd find out at home. I pulled files from my safe years back. I'd bought land with a pond, a natural lake that was tied to a deep aquifer. The HOA, saving city water costs, had piped it for years. I never complained, my own line separate, until Linda's deception. My lawyer Mark checked my rights. The 1980s easement came before the HOA, granting me control. I could shut off access for non-compliance, like cutting my lifeline. I visited the lake's valve station, a corner fenced where HOA pumps hummed. The master key, heavy in my hand, could choke their supply. I didn't twist it. Not yet. Timing was everything. Linda doubled down, posting a smug community app update with a photo by my busted pipe. No freeloaders. HOA enforces water rules. Comments range from applause to confusion. Neighbors didn't grasp their water tied to my lake. I answered with a deed scan called "Lakes aren't shared when you own them." It exploded online. My phone was blowing up with neighbors, some in a panic. Others livid at Linda. I told them I wouldn't turn them off yet, but the HOA had 24 hours to fix my pipe and apologize. Linda called it blackmail, threatening county action. I gave her my lawyer's number. She refused that night, drinking wine on my porch. My wife Sarah asked my plan. They're having a party Saturday, I said. Food trucks, water slides, dunk tanks. I'll let them plan, then pull the plug when they're splashing. The HOA's summer splash was a water-fueled spectacle. Perfect Friday, I met Jake, a county hydrologist friend, for coffee. He read my deed, whistling. Their pumps are on your land and their lines skirt ecoats. If I shut off access, the county couldn't step in, absent an emergency. I rigged the valve with a remote timer set for 10 p.m. Saturday. It had kill non-essential flow sprinklers, slides, sinks, while sparing emergency lines. No danger, just chaos. Saturday blazed perfect for a bash. I set a lawn chair out front, lemonade in hand. Watching family stream to the park, kids waved pool floats. 2 giant slides loomed. Linda strutted, directing vendors like royalty neighbors. Looked at me, unsure if I was enemy or savior. At 1 o'clock, I tapped my phone. Seconds later, the dunk tank sputtered. Slide jets died, kids stuck. Wailing balloon stations dried up. The DJ's mic cut as cooling fans stalled. Texts flooded, home taps dead. Linda's smile vanished, her stride frantic. Crowds swarmed the dry slides. A fire marshal neighbor demanded her backup plan. She had none. Stammering about city issues, I strolled over, voice calm. The lake's owners shut it off legally. Fix my pipe, apologize, admit I own it. You've got 24 hours. I waive my deed. Silence. A father gasped. A child released a balloon. Linda's jaw worked. Wordless, somebody yelled, "Get Linda out before we're a wasteland." I walked back. The murmurs of the crowds are a rising tide. Sunday dawn, quiet, no hoses, no sprinklers. The app blew up, calls for Linda's removal. Scalding rainwater fears. Linda posted accusing me of water terrorism and forged deeds. I didn't answer. The county had my records, Deputy Alvarez called, laughing. Linda had ordered my arrest for endangering utilities. The sheriff, armed with my easement, threatened her with tampering charges. She stormed out shouting about the mayor. That night my cameras captured a figure at the valve. Carl Grayson, Linda's cousin, wielding bolt cutters. Clumsy, he failed the lock, unaware of my lens. Alvarez caught him in the act. Lindo came by saying Carl acted alone, but he spilled. She'd urged him to fix it. He was charged with trespass. She got a warning video leaked online titled HOA Sabotage Fail. News van descended swarming, reporting like owner cuts. HOA supply. Linda called a closed door. HOA meeting, board members demanded transparency. I attended the open session packed with worried residents. Linda's speech unity misunderstandings faltered. She labeled me greedy. I grabbed the mic, reading my deed and her violations, then played Carl's video. Laughter broke the silence, then cheers. A motion to oust Linda passed overwhelmingly. She fled, clipboard in hand, power shattered. Interim President Nora apologized, promising to restore my pipe and acknowledge my ownership. I restored the valve that night. Water sprayed back, sprinklers whirring, children cheering. The saga didn't end there. A regional news outlet ran HOA's water grab backfires, inspiring memes of Linda's dunk tank glare when you cut off the pipe but lose the lake. The HOA put up a printed apology, admitting my rights. I framed it. Linda went silent, but her lawyer filed a defamation suit a month later, claiming I'd humiliated her using water as a weapon. Mark laughed, filing trespass and fraud charges backed by video and witnesses. The suit vanished days later. I recounted the saga at a town hall meeting, demanding accountability. Citizens nodded. Some said sorry. I drafted a water agreement, explicit usage limits, maintenance rules, 30-day notices for changes. The board signed, filed with the county. I built a fountain close to the HOA office, its plaque reading "Water's a gift. Honor its source." Neighbors loved it. Some smirked. Linda moved 3 counties away, losing a board race there. The conference invited me to speak on resource disputes. I shared how unchecked power furs earning applause. Back home, a kid sign by the lake read, "Peace Lake, take only what's needed." It wasn't just water, it was trust rebuilt. Linda's war wasn't my victory. It was the community's, forged by truth, sharper than any valve.